Hi, I'm Attorney Demitrus Evans of the Evans International Law Firms, and I want to talk to you about what is happening at Till firms in relation to the infamous what do we call it? Independence Day. So I am in the Chicagoland area, Chicago, Illinois. I have a small law firm called the Evans International Law Firm, where we practice international business, regulations, compliance, intellectual property, and contractual law. And this is navigating global business uncertainty, spearheaded by the changes and the regulations that happened on the 2nd of April. Till Firms is a women and minority owned international trade law firm based in the Midwest. I am also incidentally a part of Global Chamber, the African Global Chamber, the Illinois DEC, which is the District Export Council that is from the U.S. Department of Commerce. And I work largely with SMEs, helping them to grow and go further in their pursuit to go global. So currently we have some issues that are happening global and the global landscape. There are business challenges with supply chain disruption that what I am seeing are companies that have about 67% of this problem. And then we have business challenges geopolitically, and this is about 7%. Business challenge is at 12% for market access concerns. And then coming in at about 14%, the business challenge is regulatory compliance issues. So what are we doing from a contractual point of view? We are examining our clients and potential clients' agreements, and we are reviewing them to make sure that there is a lack of vulnerability for all of the regulation changes that we are seeing, the problems that have a ripple effect in the global trade industry. One of them is we're looking for force majeure contract issues and whether or not these clauses are written correctly so that these are written to protect during extraordinary times. And so that's a main area we're looking at. We want to assess risk mitigation and evaluate existing strategies that our clients have and identify any gaps that we can identify for immediate risk. Then we want to take proactive legal steps to prevent costly missteps as well as any kind of litigation. So how are we doing that? We want to understand what your force majeure clauses say. And so a force majeure clause is a legal mechanism that is to protect a business during unforeseen extraordinary events like what is happening in with Independence Day. We also want to provide relief in these contractual obligations, and that's what this force majeure will allow you to do when performance becomes impossible. So if your tariffs are going so high that now your business can't afford them or has to get different loans or grants to be able to absorb those, then you're in a bit of a quandary, and we're going to call that an impossible situation to be in, and say that the force majeure clause is now going to be in effect. So for the force majeure clauses, there must be this event, and we believe that what's happening right now is going to be unforeseeable, unavoidable, and make performance genuinely impossible. And the other thing that has to happen is the limitation. So not all contracts include adequate force majeure provisions. There must be specific language. Till firms specifically came into contact with how badly some of these clauses are written during COVID, when clients and potential clients were finding out that, yeah, the force majeure clause was not, of their contracts, was not adequate to deal with COVID. So why do we want to do this? Because we want to have customer retention strategies. We want to be as transparent in communication as we can, keep customers informed about all challenges and solutions, think about long-term planning, focusing on preserving global business connections for future growth, because if you don't do that, there could be a turn of events where you might have to pivot, and you might have to do that with other partners and partnerships. So being flexible in negotiations and developing adaptive terms that accommodate current realities versus things that have already happened and are not really applicable anymore. And then I've already said this, maintaining the relationships that you have, prioritizing partner connections during these uncertain periods is going to be super important. So what is the risk as far as financial? Well, if you want to keep growing, you're going to have to explore alternative markets. Quite a few people are looking into Africa and looking into different parts of Asia, not China, which is now at, I believe, 35%. And then you want to do risk mitigation, implement protective measures for yourself, for your products, and for your clients. And then financial assessment. We want to evaluate current and future impacts, and comprehensively, this assessment will help to identify risk, strategic planning, and for you to maintain competitive advantages. So what can we do with your legal support? We can have personalized guidance, tailoring legal solutions that address your specific international concern, using our partnerships around the globe to make sure that if you are getting ready to pivot with a new market, a new manufacturing location, that we can help you to do that quickly and easily. Our team is diverse, and we have different backgrounds that will allow us to do that, as well as we have immediate availability, definitely able to do any kind of Zoom conferences as you are led to do those. So schedule your consultation with us by going to the website, www.teilfirms.com, or you can feel free to call me, send me an email at admin@teilfirms.com, and let's look at the contract reviews like immediately and develop your risk assessment as well as your comprehensive strategies to protect your business interests, maintain international operations with confidence, and legal security is what we aim to do. Thank you for watching.